welcome. So today's Monday, new week, new you. So we're
Same t-shirt.
Same t-shirt. Sucks, right? Being quarantined sucks. So today we're going to do a 4 round of 3-minute AMRAP. So this is definitely going to be an interval, and the goal is to go as fast as possible every 3 minutes. So set up your stations just so that you don't have to move at all. So you can do everything in the same spot and just go for 3 minutes, 1 minute of rest, and you do that for 4 rounds. Now the movements that you're going to be doing are going to be 5 V-ups. So on the back, hands reach for the toes, both feet coming up together. 6 kick the sits or break dances. If you might know, because recently we did it and they were called break dances. And then 7 sumo deadlifts or 7 glute bridges. Use something heavy if you have it. If you have a kettlebell or a dumbbell, you can grab that, do the sumo deadlift with that one. If you want to do glute bridges, and put it on top of the hips and drive up as hard as you can. Make it heavy for yourself then. Yeah? Now, what are we looking for in the AMRAP? 1 minute per round, if not less. Yeah, so 3 minutes is definitely the goal. I would also always say that it's the minimum to get for every AMRAP. Yeah? Try to go 3 and above, and then you're all good, you're all set. Now, to warm up, I have my assistant, colleague, Paolo, we're going to do a 1 minute bear walk. So on the hands and feet, or in the downward facing dog position, if you might know it, where the legs as straight as possible, you're going to go left foot and right hand at the same time, and vice versa. You can make circles, go back and forth and backwards, whatever you want. 1 minute of that, then into 1 minute duck walk. So in the bottom of the squat position, just slightly, the hips are coming above the knees, a little bit, and then from there you make small steps and you just go forward and then back again, or rotate through your living room. Yeah? And then a 1 minute Chinese plank. So this is going to be on the heels, upper back into the floor, and for the rest, nothing's touching the ground. You bring the hips up, squeeze the butt, squeeze the hamstrings as hard as you can, and you're going to hold this position for 1 minute. Yeah? Might be tough, but just stick to it, breathe in and out, and you'll be all good to go. Now, if you've done those 3 exercises for 1 minute, we're going for a 2-round warm-up, which we're going to start with the cross body V-up. So starting in a hollow hold position, from here, so that right hand and left foot are going to come up at the same time. So across the body is going to touch his hands to his toes. 10 reps in total, okay? You don't have to double count on it. And 15 mountain climbers into push-up position and bring the knee to the chest. You can go fast if you want a little bit more of a challenge, just go nice and slow. So make it more of a knee to elbow, slowly go into it. And then 20 ostrich steps, or death march, as they also call it. So 1 step forward, and then reach for the toes. And while you're doing it, don't just sort of mindlessly go down and up, like an oil rig or something. Try to really squeeze the butt and the hamstrings the moment that you come back up. Yeah, so that's where the tension in this movement has to come from. You're squeezing the butt, that's launching the chest up, and that's why we do it, because we want to warm up for some sumo deadlifts later. Now, enough talking, we'll do some more talking. Now into the 3-minute AMRAP, you're going to start with the V-ups, so that's on the lower back, just making contact with the ground. From here, the hands go up to the toes, you reach. You're trying to put the legs and chest as close to one another as you can. If the hollow position is too difficult for you, go into a tuck position, and from there, or make tuck ups, so from hollow position making tuck ups, or from the tuck position, keeping the knees relatively close to the hips and then only reaching for the ankles. Yeah, so you still make sure the chest comes off the ground and the shoulders come off the ground, but the lower back never arches up in any way. Now, then the 6 kick to sits. Did you know that Paolo in a previous life was a breakdancer? No, me neither, it doesn't show. So you're going to do 6 kick to sits. So in a, let's say a beast walk position, so his knees are going to be relatively close to the ground. From here he's going to rotate his left leg out, and he's going to bring his hips closer to the ground. So he has to sit down a little bit more. There you go. Now he's going to rotate to that all half push-up position again, and this time his right foot is going to go through, and you want to try to rotate the shoulder as far as you can. So this position from the arms into the shoulder and the rotation there, that's where the strain is happening. Yeah, the opening of the chest, the closing of the chest is very hard for the shoulder to do, and it's what makes it stronger. Yeah? So those rotator cuffs are really going to be getting a nice service there. Then, last workout or last movement, sumo deadlift. Feet are nice and wide. If you have a backpack like this, or maybe a kettlebell, just keep it in between the legs, drive through the floor until it gets to the knees, and then you squeeze the butts and you forcefully put the hips forward and then stand up straight. If you cannot do sumo deadlift, maybe your lower back is pinging a little bit from all that computering, you can do some glute bridges, so hips up, and then drive. Yeah, a little bit less stress on the lower back. And from here, you want to push through the heels, through the upper back, and lift up the hips as far as you can. Try to squeeze them in the top for a split second to make sure that you get the right activation. Then a 1 minute rest period where you're just chilling, so you can do whatever you want. And then cool down, you'll do a 1 minute upward facing dog. There you go. Preferably, I like this stretch more when I keep my hips and knees off the ground. So only the toes and my hands are touching. That puts a little bit more pressure on my spine and really feels for me that I open up more of my back and my abs. If you don't like it, you just put your knees and legs on the ground and then hold it there. Then a 90-second pigeon per side. So one foot's going to be up, hip towards the ground, and then slowly put your chest forward into this flat position. Yeah. 90 seconds on each side, and that's all good. Hope you have fun, and let us know what your score was by logging your score in Zenplan. See you.